Wait. Before you blink. Before you scroll. Before your brain decides this is just another history video. Let me ask you something. What if the ground under your feet had watched empires rise and then die screaming? What if the streets you're standing on once echoed with Roman boots, Viking war, Creus church bells, fire alarms, and air raid sirens, all in the same place? Because right now, whether you know it or not, you're standing in a city that absolutely refuses to die. And once you see what it survived, you'll never look at history the same way again. This story doesn't start with kings. It doesn't start with castles. It starts with fear, the kind of fear you feel when you're remarching into land that doesn't want you there. It's the year 71 AD. Northern Britain. Cold. Wet. Hostile. Roman soldiers hardened, disciplined, trained, kill us push north into territory controlled by tribes who've spent generations fighting off invaders. These men aren't tourists, they're not explorers. They're here to dominate. They reach a place where two rivers meet. Muddy water, thick. Thick fog, perfect ground for an ambush. And instead of passing through, they stop. Not to rest, not to regroup. They stop to stay. Timber walls go up. Barracks, bathhouses, administrative buildings. This isn't a camp. This is a statement. We're not leaving. They name it Ever. And just like that, a city is born out of pure military muscle. 5,000 soldiers of the 9th Legion call this place home. Veterans, survivors, men who've crushed rebellions across the empire. But then, something happens. Something that still messes with historians today. The 9th Legion vanishes, not defeated, not documented as destroyed. Just gone. 5,000 men erased from history like someone hit delete. Where did they go? What happened to them? No one knows, and the city keeps breathing. A new legion arrives, the 6th, and Eberhecum grows. It's no longer just a fortress. It's power. In the year 211, an emperor comes here. Not visiting, not inspecting. Dying. Septimius. Severus, ruler of the Roman world, draws his final breath in this cold northern city at the edge of civilization. Think about that. The most powerful man on earth dies here, and his son stands on this soil and realizes something dangerous. This place matters. York becomes the capital of northern Roman Britain. Decisions that affect millions are now being made here. Then history tilts. 306 AD. Another emperor dies in York. And in that moment, soldiers lift their swords and shout one name. Constantine. This is where his rise begins. The man who will legalize Christianity, reshape religion, change the direction of Western civilization forever. It all starts here. A statue still stands near the minster today, quietly reminding people. This is where the world shifted. But empires don't last. Rome pulls out. Roads crumble, walls decay, order dissolves. And yet, the city doesn't die. People stay. They adapt. Anglo-Saxons arrive not to conquer ruins, but to inherit a living place. Eberhecum becomes Eoforwic. New language. New customs. Same stubborn survival instinct. Then one Easter morning in 627, everything changes again. A warrior king walks into a small wooden church, Edwin of Northumbria. A pagan, a fighter, a man raised in blood and power. He lowers his head and lets himself be baptized. That one moment flips an entire kingdom. Because when kings convert, everyone else follows. York becomes the beating heart of Christianity in the north. That little wooden church, it's the ancestor of York. But peace never lasts long here. Across the sea, ships are being built. Long ships, fast, shallow, deadly. The Vikings are coming. And when they arrive in 866, they don't knock. They take the city before breakfast. York falls, renamed, reborn GRVK. And this isn't just occupation, it's transformation. Workshops buzz. Trade explodes. Coins are minted. Languages mix. This city becomes one of the most important Viking capitals in the world. 10,000 people living here when most towns can barely support 1,000. But Viking politics are brutal. Power shifts fast. And the final king of Viking York has a name that sounds like a warning, Eric Black. Eat slowly. Yeah, that kind of guy. When he dies in 954, Viking rule ends for exactly 1 century. Because 1066 is coming, and 1066 changes everything. First, Vikings try to take York back. They fail. Then a Norman duke lands in the south. William Harold rushes north, wins, celebrates in York, then turns around and marches south again, exhausted, and dies. William wins, and when William looks at York, he doesn't see a city. He sees a threat, so he builds a castle. The people rebel. They kill the Norman garrison, and William responds with something so brutal it scars history. He burns the north, villages, crops, livestock. Starvation follows. Chroniclers describe people eating things no human should ever have to eat. York survives barely. Centuries roll on. The Minster rises stone by stone. Trade returns. Power returns. Then, in 1190, horror, amob, fear, hatred. The Jewish community, trapped inside the castle, surrounded, and forced to make an impossible choice. Conversion or death. Many choose death. York never forgets that night. Because survival doesn't mean innocence. The city grows rich from wool. Kings move their governments here. Wars brush its walls. Plague wipes out half its people. Rebellions flare. Archbishops lose their heads. Civil war tears the country apart. York takes sides. Loses. Wins. Bleeds. Then comes fire. 10 railways, then tourists, then bombs. World War II. Incendiaries. Rain down. Volunteers climb onto the Minster roof while the sky burns. They save it. Again. 2,000 years. Empires. Faiths. Wars. Fire. Still standing. So here's the real question. After all of that, what does it mean to survive? Because York doesn't just survive, it remembers. And now, so do you. Don't blink. History is still breathing. Thanks for watching. If you found this story as incredible as I did, hit that like button and subscribe for more journeys into the past. Let me know in the comments which city's hidden history you want to uncover next. See you soon.